Hello, everyone, and welcome again to K Podcast. And yes, it has happened again, and this time two times. So I want to say this before I go to sleep because I was still watching a movie and all of that, and I found this trailer. And I understand that a lot of people do not want to talk about movies, and a lot of people think that it's irrelevant, but it's not that really irrelevant because representation does matter. Now, let's talk about Titans because, yes, you can say I'm petty, but hey, even if I'm petty, I am still gonna be speaking the truth. We remember episode, the first season of the Titans, how it was with, Blackfire being the main, you know, girl on Robin's hand. And I'm gonna say this season two came out and Blackfire was like with Robin not together. Now, like I said before with Love is Blind, this is a marketing scheme. Episode 2, we had Blackfire's sister come in, but she was that disposable one because she didn't stay for a long time. And although she had a lot to offer in this movie, and I'm going to say this, I understand a lot of people don't want to talk about the movies, but it is relevant to talk about because if you see people out here talking about it, it's not because it's irrelevant, it's because representation does matter. Now, I'm gonna get into this. When it comes up about building a base, and this is what I have noticed, I talked about it in Love is Blind, and I'm gonna talk about it in this show, which I am definitely with this poster. See, you don't need them to tell you. You do not need anyone to tell you what they think. Look at if you look at the posters for the new Titan movie, or series or episodes or season, whatever you want to call it, Blackfire is almost invisible. Look at Superboy. Who is she? Who is he standing with? Like who is beside Superboy? Okay, then Blackfire is beside Robin and the other lady that he met in season two, which is in relationship with Robin. And I understand a lot of people might be like, Karen, you know, don't you think this is a little bit you're digging in too deep? Yeah, you get too deep because if they're making it this way, or why? Then why would I talk about it? Because I'm gonna say this before the show even premiere. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not. And some people might be like, "Oh, they're not gonna lose." Nah, I'm not. Because I can see it, and I am not gonna be that person that is gonna enable anything that I don't like. I said it with Love is Blind the last season. I talked about that, and I'm gonna say this again. Blackfire is going to be single and alone in this, and she's going to be portrayed as strong and as understanding and as nice, and she's going to be that nice ex-girlfriend like she did act in the last season. She was Robin's ex-girlfriend that was cool. She was the cool one. And now that we get the second, the third, this is the third season, by the way. And I understand a lot of people might disagree with me, but nah, I am standing firm where I am because no way am I looking at this. And people might say it's just movies, just that. Why were people angry at Ariel? If it was just a movie, if it was just nothing that actually that has representation, why were people angry? And why are people angry at Snow White? Why are people angry about all of this? And I'm noticing Netflix is doing something that I'm probably gonna unsubscribe soon because I have Disney, I have others. And what I've noticed is they build the fan base using the marketable phase. The people that black women are so much, naive that they will consume something and make it famous, and then later on down the line you will be dismissed. And I'm gonna say this, don't say I didn't tell you so, because when this movie comes out, yeah, you're gonna find out. Now the second one that we saw, Blackfire was like independent and all of that. And we remember the first costume that they gave her. It was a little bit something that I was like, why is it that everybody dress okay, but Blackfire has to dress almost like a stripper? And there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying, why is everybody dressed okay? Now, with that being said, I know they're saying it's representation, but the way that the character carried himself, the way that they dress the characters is alarming. The way that they dress Blackfire in season one is alarming. And you might say season two dressing was okay. Okay, season two dressing was okay. But okay, let's talk about it. What did Blackfire do except from being the strong ex black girlfriend, supportive, and she didn't care. All she did was just be herself and be that strong woman. And I'm tired of the narrative, to be sincere. And I'm gonna say this season that is coming, yeah, you're gonna notice, because look at the surroundings. When you look at the photo, when you look, what do you see? Blackfire in it, almost you couldn't even see her. Let's be sincere, you couldn't even see her. But I'm gonna say this. Don't say I didn't say it, because you're gonna find out. And for all those people that are gonna say it's just a movie, it's not representation, it is representation. It has a lot to do with representation. First, she was Robin's hand candy. Now she's like on episode two. No, but we had her sister with uh the duplicate of Superman, but the sister got to go, and now Blackfire remains. And now we're gonna have this discussion of, oh, why is she single? Why is she single all of the episode? What are they fighting at? See, I do not buy anything that I look at, especially when your poster says a lot. It's giving me marketing. It's giving me we still want our original fan base to be there and support it in case the other ones don't like what we give. Like I said before, know your power and know what you want. Sometimes you don't have to follow everybody. You have to do your own like investigation. Like I'm looking at the season two, I was just like, what broke up, Blackfire with Robin? Because I want to know what was the breakup. Just to replace Robin's love life, and I'm not somebody that I care, but if you're gonna make Robin's love life, this woman, why didn't you make it from the start? Why didn't you make that woman from the start Robin's love life and keep Sapphire as like a team member? No, because that wouldn't have sold so much. A lot of black women, a lot of people that watch that wouldn't have watched it so much. So maybe they knew that was gonna. If they didn't put Blackfire as the love life, it was gonna flop. So now that it's gained attraction, well, yeah, Blackfire gotta step back. And I watched the posters, and I understand a lot of people might say, "Oh, but a lot of posters are with Blackfire in there with this without this crippled lady," and I'm like, "Yeah, but you will find out if you watch it. You will find out." Now, with that being said, I'm gonna say this, like and subscribe, because this is gonna be a topic that I'm gonna probably revisit. Now, let me know what you think about this in the commentary section. Have a great day and good night.